inside your heart. We don't want to start.
Tuesday the 30th of December, and it is time for the start of my marathon block. I am training for the Manchester Marathon on the 19th of April 2026. So the sort of plan for this sort of series on my channel is just to do a sort of training diary and just to keep it really, really raw and just show every single week of my marathon block. I've also got some races planned before my marathon, so I also plan on taking you along to those, showing you like the expo and the actual race day itself and all of the travel and that kind of thing. So yeah, we've got a 16-week plan that my coach has literally just set up for me. Usually I've used Runner in the past, but I've decided to go all out for this marathon block, and I'm using an actual coach who plans my workouts specifically to me. Now, he has just sent me over this first week, as we can see. So we've got an easy run on Tuesday, then we've got a quality session on Thursday, another easy run on Friday, and then we've got my long run on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. So it is Tuesday, the 30th of December, and it's our first run of the marathon block today. We've got a 30-minute easy run, so probably get about 5k, maybe like 4.8 done. I've been a bit lazy. It's currently 1:30 in the afternoon. I had my girlfriend stay over last night, so we've basically just done nothing all morning. And I'm gonna go out this afternoon. We've got our fuel all sorted. Shout out Jason. It is literally the best sourdough on the planet. I will accept no other arguments. The one thing that I've never ever understood is why do they do sourdough in half loaves? Honestly, if they did it in full loaves, I would be like, I already am their number one customer, but if they did it in full loaves, it would be so much better. Like, why? Can someone answer me that? I don't understand why. Well, the one thing that I need to remember this marathon block in particular is to just take my easy runs easy, because that is just something that I just don't do. I need to leave my ego at the door and just actually run my easy runs easy. When I get later into the block, I'll be like begging for an easy run because I'll have had such a hard week. So now I need to now nip it in the bud, leave my ego at the door and just run my easy runs easy, because, there's no point going all out in an easy run, is there? Anyway, gonna get this down me. Yes, it's plain bread because I can just eat plain bread. I'm weird like that. But get this down, then get ready for my run. Now, if you want another little hack in terms of hydration, right? So you want to take your water and you want to get some salt, and you just put the salt in the water or in the squash or whatever, and it's just natural hydration. Like, it's not rocket science. I'm not trying to say that it is, and I don't do it every time, I'll admit. I do actually use Cadence electrolytes as well. The majority of the time, I have a lot of Cadence sort of stuff, and I think it's fair to say that I have tried pretty much every electrolyte on the market, and Cadence is definitely my favourite. But if I ever just want a natural sort of flavour, I will just do the salt trick, and I'll just put salt in whatever drink that I want, and it's just naturally hydrating. Now, do not get me wrong, I absolutely love having long hair now, but the one thing that I do not love about it is that I can't run with it. I have to wear a hat every time, and I still haven't worked out how I like wearing hats, whether it's backwards or whether I just look like an absolute idiot, or whether it's forwards. But I'm not the biggest fan of wearing a hat when I'm running, but it's either that or just suffer with it in my eyes all the time. Like, I don't know, I think I look like such an idiot, especially with it on backwards. Maybe backwards isn't as bad, I'm not, I can't work it out. The absolute worst thing is when it's cold and I have to wear a beanie. So I've got the Arc'teryx beanie like every other running influencer on the planet. And I just think that I look like an absolute idiot. Like, it just doesn't, I don't think beanies really suit my head. Obviously, it keeps me warm, so I do wear it. But I just think I look like an absolute, I just look so stupid. Like, what? No words, honestly. One other thing about me is that I think I have a running shoe addiction. So in this training block, at the moment, I've got my daily shoes, my long run shoes, my interval and tempo shoes, and my race day shoes. Those two have carbon plates, those two don't have carbon plates. Do I need 4 shoes? Absolutely not. But I think I have a bit of an addiction to running shoes, and I want to add another pair to this rotation. I want to pick up the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V5, I think they're called. They're like, I think they're the Evo SL's direct competitor from New Balance. I think, don't quote me on that, but I want to grab those, and I think they're on sale at the moment for like £80, which isn't bad at all for a running shoe. But I think today we're going to go for the Nova Blast 5s. I've run a marathon in these, not in these specific shoes, but in this model of shoe, and they're pretty good. They hold up pretty well. This is a relatively fresh pair. I think this is about 150 kilometers old, but that's the shoe that we're going to go with today, because we're just not trying to do any sort of speed work. Literally just plodding along, and that's all. That's what these are good for. Anyway, far too much yapping. Let's get out the door.
Tell me what's inside your heart. We don't want to start it, 'cause tell me if it's all inside.
So, I was putting my shoes on. I got a little bit of a niggle in my shin. So, what I've done, I got these for Christmas actually. You see the little sleeve? I put that on just to sort of compress my calf, my shin. So, hopefully, that sorts me out. So, we'll see.
ChatGPT told me that I'm better off dead, so dead. She won't find replacements. She said use your head, I'm in your imagination instead.
26 minutes through, nearly home, but I can definitely feel the extra Christmas food, 100%. It's almost like I carb loaded for a marathon without all the benefits. I just feel super heavy, but 27 minutes in, nearly home. 4.5k polished off. Definitely felt a bit harder than I would have liked it to. For one of the vlog, so there's never going to be sunshine and rainbows. We go again tomorrow. Good morning. So today is Wednesday, the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. So what we've got on the cards today is a sort of tempo interval sort of session. It's got a 12-minute warm-up, and then we've got 4 times 5 minutes at 5:35 per kilometre with 90 seconds off in between reps, and then a 12-minute cool down. So a nice sort of easy-ish tempo session to sort of get me back into the swing of things. What I'm going to do during my warm-up, I've actually got a Vinted parcel to post, so I'm going to run to the post office in my warm-up and post that, and then carry on with the rest of the session, because it just makes sense. Anyway, I'm hungry, so let's go and get some fuel in.
We got this depth on the surface, all our layers getting peeled. We see through rose-colored lenses, and my soul's
If you're watching this and you're a barista, watch out, I'm coming for your job. Now don't let this lovely weather deceive you, because it is absolutely Baltic outside. It is probably the coldest it's been this year yet, but I refuse not to wear shorts. I'm not wearing long tights, so I'm just going to freeze. So I think I've found the most stupid running outfit that I've ever worn. Look at me. We've got the hat, we've got the glasses, we've got the ski mask. We've got something from each season, man. Right, got the parcel. Let's go. We have arrived. Currently halfway through my hard reps. I'm struggling to settle. I can't really find the right pace. But I've got 2 more reps and 5 minutes to go, so hopefully I can find the pace. Apologies for the terrible audio, but that's all hard reps done. Heart rate was absolutely sky high. Got a 12-minute cool down, and then we are done. We just finished up the session. It was quite hard, I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty hard. It's alright, it's my first speed session in a little while, so I'm not gonna take much from it. That's all the hard work done this week. Just got an easy run Friday and a long run on Sunday. So yeah. So just got back from the first session of the block. It didn't go too badly. I need to stop being so cynical of myself, because this is literally like the first session of the entire marathon block. I've got 16 weeks, so gonna be completely fine. Gonna crack open some electrolytes just to sort of top up what I've lost from sweat, and gonna go and make some food. I have got my beautiful food. I've got scrambled eggs and sourdough toast. That just about wraps up today. I'm gonna get this food down me, edit some of this video, and go out for New Year's Eve. I will see you guys on Friday for a easy run. Good morning. It is Friday the 2nd of January and it's currently 6:46 a.m. It's absolutely freezing outside, but I've got a 30-minute easy run to do. I've also got to take some vintage parcels to the post office again, so I think I'm going to run with this backpack because there's about 10 parcels in there, so shouldn't be too bad. We're rocking with Arc'teryx beanie, Pure Sport hoodie, this random light that I got off Amazon, H&M shorts, some random leggings, and then Pure Sport socks. And then I'm going to put on my Nova Blast 5s. I am working from home today, so we've got about an hour and 15 minutes before I start. The post office is about 20 minutes away-ish. So yeah, let's go.
I want you close when you're not here, just to scratch the itch on my back. Cause I want you back in my room, on my bed, flowers blooming in my head.
It is so icy out. I've nearly slept on my arse like 100 times. But it's so quiet. I've never seen where I live this quiet before. It's nice. We have arrived. See, the good thing is I dropped my parcels off, but the bad thing is I'm now running with an empty backpack on my back, which just feels a little bit weird. 30 minutes easy, all done and dusted.
She won't find replacements. She say use your head, I'm in your imagination instead. I don't ever listen, though. Careful if you get too close. And she said, tell me what's inside your heart. We don't want to start a cult for two.
So it's now 9:37 a.m. We are back at the desk. I trained faster this morning, which I don't really usually do. So we're topping back up on my electrolytes, and we've got the trusty scrambled eggs and sourdough. Have a little refeed before heading to the gym later today, because today is a double training day. So what we're going to do, we're going to eat this up, dive into some work, because I am working from home unfortunately, and then we're going to head to the gym about 1 o'clock-ish. So it is 12:41 p.m, been working all morning, going to head off to the gym now. It's my first leg day in a pretty long time, so not really too sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my resistance bands and maybe do some hip mobility, get some lifts in, some squats, some box jumps, some split squats, some RDLs, that kind of thing. But we'll go from there. So I've just been to the gym. I didn't film a single thing because the gym was absolutely heaving. But I will put what I did on the screen now. I was in there for like 40 minutes, but like trying to get equipment and stuff was just an absolute nightmare. So it's all these New Year's gym goers, but it is what it is. It will die off after a month, so we just got to deal with it. But yeah, that's today's done. Double training day, all polished off. I'll see you on Sunday for the long run, first long run of the block. Good morning. It is Sunday, the 4th of January, which means it is the first long run of the marathon block. Now, I have done a very, very stupid thing, and I set my alarm for 7:30 this morning. I snoozed it once to 8 o'clock, and then I snoozed it again to 9 o'clock, and then I stayed in bed asleep until 11. Now, pretty stupid of me because I've got something to do at 2 o'clock and I need to eat, and then I've got an hour and 15-minute long run to do, but we'll make it work. But anyway, I'm gonna grab some fuel and yeah. So when I tell you that my hamstrings are in absolute agony from my leg day on Friday, they are in absolute agony. Like, I haven't trained legs for a little while, or I haven't trained single legs for a little while, and I'm just in so much pain. So it's going to be really interesting to see how I feel over this long run. I think I'm going to wear my Nova Blast 5s, ignore the mess, but I think I'm going to wear my Nova Blast 5s just because they are like a nice, comfortable, forgiving trainer. And I think if I wore my Evo SLs, then I might find it harder to go a little bit slower in those shoes, if that makes sense, because they're built for a little bit faster than like a relaxing recovery sort of easy pace. it is also absolutely freezing outside, and I'm going to brave it. I'm going to wear half tights. I'm not going to wear leggings underneath. So we're going to see if I freeze or not. This is what we're going for. I'm probably going to absolutely freeze. And we're also going to do 4 out and back loops of the exact same country road. So I'm going to be bored beyond my imagination. But I'm tight on time. So let's go and get this done. If there's ever been a time where I don't want to run so much, now is that time. But the marathon waits for no man. Now, as stupid as this sounds, I'm not actually that cold. I thought I'd be a lot colder, considering the fact that I'm wearing shorts, but I'm actually not even that cold. We are halfway through the long run. I'm hesitant to go back out that way because it's really windy and hilly and boring to run, so might make it up as I go along. But we've got about 40 minutes left to do, so yeah, should be fun. Right, we are 3 minutes from done. 2 minutes from done now. It's been a bit weird, I'll be honest. It's been controlled, but I keep getting stitches, which causes me to want to walk. Obviously, because I don't like running through stitches, because it fucking hurts. But it's not been all too bad. Just like that, we are all finished. Now, I screwed up my morning by waking up. Well, not waking up, but like, exactly that, not waking up early, which meant everything was a little bit rushed. So I tried to get out the door without letting my food go down. That was probably a big reason into why I kept getting stitches. So it was just poor planning from me overall. But yeah, we learn and we go again next week. So that is officially the end of the first week of Manchester Marathon training. Was it a great week? Absolutely not. But I don't think the first week of any new training plan is going to go completely according to plan when you've had so much time off. I think the key takeaways from this week are: don't strength train 2 days before a long run. Plan your long runs, actually get up in time for your long runs and make time for them. Because, like I said earlier, I planned to wake up at 7:30 and get out the door for about 9, which would have given me a good time to get fuel in, but ended up waking up about 10 o'clock and didn't get out the door until about 11:30, which led to me just like rushing around because I had something on at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Which I now am inevitably late to, but we won't go into that. If you made it this far into the video, thank you very, very much for watching. This sort of content is something that I'm going to continue with, and I hope to gradually improve as the weeks go on, and it's going to be a good way for me to measure how much I've improved over the weeks by going back and watching as the weeks progress. If you guys are also training for marathons, then let me know down below in the comment section what marathon you're training for and how your training's going. I think it's quite interesting how different people approach marathon training, because it's such a hard thing and it's such a personal thing. So I'm just really interested. But yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next week for week 2. See you later.
Tell me what's inside